Welcome to the channel, it's 9th edition 40k. Sprint 1 to score a touchdown. That doesn't count. Today on the channel we will be fighting a battle in the deep parts of a Ork Rok as it hurtles towards an Imperial world of billions of Imperial citizens. The local defense forces and the Imperial Navy have done their best to try and destroy this rock, but it is too large and they have called for assistance, and the Dark Angels have answered the call and have deployed within the system. They have led a number of boarding parties into various Ork ships and other Ork Roks, and in relation to this particular Ork Rok, they had a Thunderhawk with a thermonuclear bomb in it, so they were going to delve into the depths of the crust of the Ork Rok and set off this nuclear weapon to destroy it. But unfortunately that Thunderhawk has been lost. And nonetheless, the brave Space Marines have landed. They have scouted out the area, and their scouts have located this huge cavern. This entire battlefield is one large cavern, and a number of Ork mech shops and buildings have been located inside it. And they report that a strange looking Ork device has been semi-abandoned in this location. And their intel reports show that that is a device that could be capable of destroying this Ork Rok if it's detonated within the bowels of it. So their mission is to get hold of this and take it for the Imperium, and even though it's filthy xenotech, use that tech against the enemies of mankind. So this is a 1500 point open war game of 40k. Dark Angels against Orks, and this is the first time that loyalist Space Marines have been on the channel. In fact, there's only been the Custodians from the Imperium on this channel, so it is really good to get the good guys on the channel. And we welcome one more time to channel number 3. Hello, number 3.
Hello, number 1. Thank you very much for me again.
And once again, you come here with a really cool T-shirt. So let's have a look.
Well, de rigueur.
Yeah.
It's yeah, one of my personal heroes, the Deathwing Terminators, irrevocably the good guys of 40k.
Absolutely. Don't let anyone say otherwise.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yes, there are no good guys in 40k. We've always known that, and I don't know why.
In fact, that's something that's come out from Games Workshop very recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, yes. Hence the joke. I don't know why.
Okay, so in this battlefield is this Ork weapon that the Space Marines are going to try and get hold of. The Orks are going to try and get hold of it themselves, so they stop the enemy from taking it, and then they can use it against the Humies when they finally land the rock on the planet. So the game, it's open war. It's the objective is the prize being this bomb. So basically, it represents an objective marker, and any infantry model can pick up the prize and start moving it away. They basically carry it away, and it's in effect, whoever has it at the end of the game wins. If the model that's carrying it is killed, then the marker is dropped. And that's basically it. I think. Yeah, deployment, we have sort of randomized deployment, but we got the bog standard Dawn of War one. That kind of makes sense. There's a lot of terrain here. So in relation to the terrain, it has all the industrial terrain features. So it's scalable, defensible, breachable, thank you, number 3. And it has dense cover, so -1 to hit if you're firing through it. Okay, let's have a look at the twist. So we instead of the twist, we will be doing the Perilous Cavern rules from the Vigilus book. So basically, at the beginning of your turn, you roll a d6 and consult the table, and certain things may happen to your armies, which may impact upon the game. That's to reflect the fact this is in a massive cavern underground, and there is a 2 command point stratagem here. I haven't even looked at, but I'll have a look in a second. Yeah, so that stratagem, now I've read it, basically means if you are within 12 inches of an enemy unit, you can effectively shoot at the ceiling of the cavern and try and bring some rocks down on it, provided you have strength 7 weapons or higher in that unit. Yeah, okay, let's go and have a look at these armies. And here we have the Ork army. It's 1,497 points. It's a battalion, and in this game I should be running the Goth clan trait. Their Goth clan trait is no mucking about, which means they get an extra hit in melee if they roll a 6, and they get +1 strength on the charge or heroic intervention. That doesn't apply to the goblins, the Gretchen I should say, and not the knobs. And the reason why it doesn't impact the knobs, I'll explain a bit later. The new rules for the 9th edition Ork Codex, they've changed the Daka. Basically means you roll more dice as you get closer to the enemy rather than re-rolling hits. They've now got a thing called the War, which your war boss can call in a in the command phase. And that if that gets called that turn, then everyone can charge and advance that turn and gets +1 to their attacks characteristic. And then that rolls over to the second turn where they get +1 attack characteristic, but they can't advance and charge on the second turn after the war is called. So, what do we got here? We've got my war boss, who's the warlord, Skarzok Face Crumper. He has a 6-inch aura, which adds +1 to hit for Ork core units and characters within 6 inches of him. He's got the Killer Claw as the Shiny Gubbins, which is a non-unwieldy Power Claw, which is a -4 AP and damage 3, so that's pretty tasty. He's got the Warlord trait, Brutal but Cunning. It's quite complicated. This every time one of his attacks does not reach the inflict damage phase of his attack, you can re-roll it. So if he misses or fails to wound or an armor save is successfully passed, then at the end of the combat phase you can re-roll that particular attack again. So he's going to be very good in close combat. He doesn't have his squig with him because of points. So second HQ slot is Oogle Steel Boot, who is the Big Mech. Basic Big Mech, no upgrades, just a slugger and a chopper. Next to him is the weird boy Gitzok Flame Spitter. Now he's got the jump and warpath. The jump is effectively allows me to pick up infantry units and place them back down on the table, not more than 9 inches away from the enemy. And warpath is increased attacks buff for friendly Ork units. Of course he has Smite as well. Okay, in the troop slots are 2 mobs of 15 Ork Slugger Chopper Boys, each with a knob in there with a power fist. I've split them into 2 15 mobs now because the way that morale is slightly different with the Orks. They're not quite as fearless as they are in large mobs. So that's why I've done that, and also to give me a bit more tactical flexibility. The third troop slot is just a mob of 10 Gretchen. Okay, in the HQ slots I've got a Pain Boy, Doc Zog Slice and Dice Dagger Fist, and he's just a standard Pain Boy. And then also in the elite slots I've got 5 Mega Knobs in Mega Knobs in Mega Armor. And that's WYSIWYG. So basically I've got 3 power saws and then 2 rocket combi launchers and power fists. Also in the elite slot is 6 knobs. They're also WYSIWYG, so 2 power claws in there, 1 big chopper, and then 3 standard chopper slugger knobs. Now these are going to be upgraded to truck boys, so that means they lose the Goth keyword, so they don't hit more on 6s in combat. But what they can do is they can actually leave a truck after the truck has moved. So normally in 40k, if your transport has moved, then you can't get out. But these guys can, so they can potentially be fired up the table quite rapidly and then get out and then charge. So that can be quite good, I think. But that's the first time I'm using them, so that's a specialist mob for them, but they do lose the goth keyword. I've then got one Death Dread with 4 power claws, a Megatron Scrapjet, and a Shock Jump Dragster for a little bit of backfield dagger, particularly the Shock Jump Dragster, and then a Bone Breaker, standard loadout, and I expect the Mega Knobs will be going in that. I think that's it. Yeah, okay, let's go and have a look at the Dark Angels.
So here is my Dark Angels battalion. I'll start from I'll just go from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a squad of 3 aggressors with Flamestorm gauntlets.
Yep, I have to say they look beautiful, your army. Really, really nicely painted.
Thank you very much. So they will be
toasting mushrooms.
Well, yeah, toasting mushrooms, but their flamers are still strength 4.
Yeah,
against toughness
true.
5, so they won't be wrecking house like they used to, and they've lost their double shooting, of course, aggressors.
Yeah.
In this edition. But the Flamestorm gauntlets in hand-to-hand combat are going to be nice.
Nice, yeah.
Then we have a squad of 5 heavy intercessors.
Yeah.
With executor bolt rifles, and one of them at the back there is armed with an executor heavy bolter, which is a horrifying weapon, which is hopefully just going to be slotting knobs in mega armor.
Yeah.
Left, right, and centre, because it's a strength 5 minus 2 AP, damage 3. Heavy weapon.
Minus 2 damage 3, strength 5.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that is a good mega knob stopper. That is. Yeah.
So they're a very sort of plant your feet, stand and shoot type unit, which is quite Dark Angels.
Yeah.
At the back, squad of 3 eliminators with their eliminator bolt rifles. And they are joined by a librarian and Phobos armor.
Yeah.
His psychic powers are shrouding, which will mean he can cast it on a Phobos unit and they can't be targeted unless they're the nearest unit.
Yeah.
So that creates a slightly cheeky little loop where if he casts it on the snipers, you can't target them, but he gets look out sir from them.
Oh, okay.
Making that little group of 4 guys basically unshootable.
So run that past me again. If you get it off, you can't target.
So he would cast that, for example, on the unit of eliminators.
Yeah.
They then can't be selected as a shooting target.
Yeah.
Unless they're the nearest target to the shooting unit.
Yeah. Okay. That's quite nice.
But then he still gets
look out, sir.
Look out, sir from them.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
He also has Tenebrous Curse.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be potentially quite telling in this game, because it causes the shadows of the enemy to rise up from the floor and grasp at them. So it does a mortal wound, but more importantly, it halves their movement speed.
Oh, that's going to be useful. Yeah.
Only for things that can't fly. So, but yeah, for big blocks of infantry, that's going to be quite neat. Nice. Moving to the centre, my warlord is Captain Sorath of the 4th Company.
Excellent.
So he is a Primaris captain. He has a power fist, and his plasma pistol is also his relic, which is Atonement, which is essentially the pimpest plasma pistol in the galaxy.
Right. Okay.
It's got an improved plasma pistol profile, basically.
Yeah.
Strength 9.
Nice.
And his warlord trait is Fury of the Lion.
Yeah.
Which means that I'll have to check whether it's all units or a unit within 6 inches of him on a turn in which he charges or heroically intervenes, get +1 strength.
Okay, good. Yeah, that'll help against my toughness 5.
This is it, yeah.
Okay.
Behind him, a squad of 5 assault intercessors. The sergeant has a plasma pistol.
Yep.
So the captain and the assault intercessors will be starting the game deployed inside the impulsor at the back.
Impulsor, yeah.
Which has a shield dome, conferring a 5-up invulnerable save.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Otherwise, it's got a pair of storm bolters and the Iron Hail heavy stubber on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving back down to the front, a regular squad of 5 intercessors. One has got an Astartes grenade launcher under slung, and the sergeant has a chainsword. Then the elite Death Star here. So Deathwing Blade Guard, accompanied by a Blade Guard Ancient.
That's brilliant. That's such a nice paint job. Such a nice model. Look at that.
It's a lovely model, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they've really, really turned up the heat on the Crusade styles.
So if I understand it, the Ancient allows fallen brothers to fire or attack one more time.
So yes,
right?
whilst it's a model within 6 inches of the standard.
Yeah.
If it is killed,
Mm-hmm.
can now again there are sort of quite a lot of specifics to this. Which I'll check if it comes into play. But you basically you roll to see if the sound is effective.
Yeah.
On a 4-up, that dying soldier gets to either shoot with one of its weapons or attack once with one of its hand-to-hand weapons.
Yeah.
Because it's a blade guard ancient, it has a secondary effect.
Yeah.
And that is that blade guard core units, i.e. the squad of 3 guys with him, get +1 to hit in hand-to-hand combat.
Nice. Okay.
And they are with a Primaris Chaplain who has his standard kit, and his litany is the Exhortation of Rage, which, when it is inspiring, provides a unit with +1 to wound rolls.
So you've got quite a lot of close combat punch or sort of cross-lapping here, haven't you?
This is the
interesting.
This is the plan. And then, this beast of a machine at the back here.
That's lovely. Look at this.
Repulsor Executioner.
Yeah. Mortis. Love it.
It's not got the Deathwing upgrade because it doesn't have any game effect in this instance. That's for it's for detachment purposes. So don't use it in this game. But it has the heavy laser destroyer, the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, couple of frag storm launchers, couple of storm bolters, iron hail, heavy stubber at the back. I've probably forgotten something because it's just got so many. It's got
so many guns. It's such a. It is a really, really powerful unit, isn't it? And
I'm hoping it's going to do some work.
Yeah, I think it will. I think
it's a big gun, that big laser on top.
Yeah,
so hopefully going to pop a couple of those.
The Ork armor will have no chance against that if it lands. Especially if you get 2. It's a heavy 2, isn't it? So if you hit twice, I think anything on my side is going to be in trouble. But
obviously the Deathwing guys and the Chaplain are going to be transported inside that.
Yeah.
So actually, my drops will be. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drops.
It's a very elite army, very punchy,
very compact. It's a real sort of it's going with the whole boarding party theme. It's a compact elite specialised force.
Exactly. I love it. Really lovely paint jobs. It just shines. It really does. I mean, really, really nice. I particularly love your Deathwing. That just
to my slight shame, the Deathwing, a couple of those are not completely painted yet. But
don't say that. Do you know? I could not tell. I genuinely could not tell, and that doesn't mean you got really bad painting.
the lack of insignia on the shoulders, I think, is probably what sticks out for me. But I promise they'll be done for next time they're on the show.
Oh, it looks amazing. Excellent. Right, let's go to deployment.
Yes.
Okay, here we are at the end of deployment. Obviously, the Dark Angels were suspecting that this was an abandoned bomb and a fairly empty area, apart from the odd Ork and the odd Gretchen. But as they've swooped into the cavern, so you have a load of screaming bestial Orks. Let's do the Ork deployment zone. So I've got Bonebreaker with the Mega Knobs inside, Truck with the Knobs inside. They're the Truck boys. Then we've got a massive scrum of various units here. We've got the War Boss, Pain Boy, Squad of 15, Mob of 15, Slugger Choppers. Got some Grot Shields in front of them. Another squad of Slugger Choppers and the Big Mech with the Custom Force Field. And then the Pain Boy there. There's some more of the boys up on the gantries. And then over here, we've got what could be described as the anti-armor part of the Ork army. So we've got the two buggies and the Mr. Tickle, the Death Dread. So on the Dark Angel side of things, so we've obviously got this beast,
the Repulsor Executioner,
and that's got the Blade Guard inside.
Blade Guard and the Chaplain, that's right. We've got Intercessor advancing over the top of this structure here.
Yeah.
We've got some aggressors tucked in here. I expect they won't stay tucked in there for very long.
Yep.
With their flamers at the ready. We've got an impulsor containing the squad of assault intercessors and the captain.
Yeah.
And then up here we've got the long-ranged heavy intercessors And of course the Eliminators and the Phobos Librarian, who have leveraged their I can't remember the name of it, but the covert deployment.
So they can deploy
just outside
the deployment zone. I mean, it's a great vantage point.
It's a winning vantage.
I love the fact, Mike. That looks awesome. You say they've been spying down on York lines there, and as they all come charging into the cavern, lots of bellows, war cries. But let's see who will win this day. Do you have a dice number 3?
I've got a D20. I suspect that would be unfair.
Right, let's see who goes first. I get a 1, you get a 2, so you get to choose whether you want to go first.
Number 1, I am going to go first.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so we go into the Dark Angels, turn 1. Who best to take a fight into the middle of a Ork Rok than the warriors from the Rock? Dark Angels, turn 1. Okay, number 3 gained a command point and rolled on the perilous cavern table and rolled a 2, which unfortunately meant he had -1 to his movement. So there's been a general advance in the centre, I can see. So and the intercessors stumbling across a little bit up onto that terrain piece, and then your
the firing squad at the top here remaining in situ.
Okay, so right, that's getting a good advance with the what these called aggressors, but unfortunately not quite onto the bomb yet. As we go into the psychic phase. Libby up here, he's casting.
Yep. So he's only got 1 power to cast this turn, and that's going to be shrouding, which he's going to cast on the Eliminators.
Yep.
So this is a warp charge 6, which does not go off on a 5.
Not go off. Oh,
let's get all these duff rolls out.
Exactly.
I have my advance roll of 1. Let's get the duff rolls out early on, and save the good stuff for the shooting.
Exactly. Right. Questions. Okay, so the Astartes grenade launcher from your intercessor into the boys.
Yep, so we're hitting on 4s after advancing.
Okay.
4 to hit.
Yeah, 4's to hit. And it hits.
So we're strength 6 against
toughness 5.
So that is a wound, and that's a -1 save.
Okay, I'm within the force field, so 6 up invulnerable. And no, you kill a boy. Okay, so the impulsor firing. That's this one. Sorry, that's that one. Into the Gretchen. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the storm bolt is first. So we're hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll roll here.
That's all right.
So that is 2 hits.
Yeah.
And we're wounding on 3s. Strength 4 against.
Toughness 3. Yeah.
So that's 2 wounds, nil AP. So,
custom force field saves on the grots. 1 save, so 1 gets killed. Yeah, Iron Hail, Heavy Stubborn into the grots.
Hitting on 3s.
Oh dear,
only 1 hit, strength 4, so a 3 to wound does not wound.
Does not wound. So I'm selecting Grot Shield stratagem, which basically means you can't shoot at this Ork unit as there's a Gretching unit in front of it that's closer to you.
Yes.
So I think
4 executable rifle attacks. So these are going to hit on 2s. That's 4 hits. Strength 5. They're going to wound on 3s.
Yeah.
So that's 3 wounds. Sorry, at -2.
So this is the force field. Oh, so it's 2 more down.
Yeah, 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound at -2.
Yeah, it's killed another. Okay. Let's get it on camera. So your sniper rifles can ignore the lookout rule, and they're going to take a pop at the weird boy who stupidly stuck his head round the corner. Yeah. And you're using what rounds?
Mortis rounds.
Mortis rounds. Okay.
So these are the ones which do 2 damage, and they do an additional mortal wound if I roll 6 on the wound roll.
Ow. Okay.
So right. But hit first though. So we are hitting on 2s.
Okay.
So that's 3 hits. They are strength 5.
So toughness 5.
Wounding on 4s. Remember, I'm fishing for 6s as well, though.
Yeah.
Did not get any, but I got 1. No, he needs to make a save.
I've got the
2.
I've got the force field save, which fails.
So that's just 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. Okay. 3 wounds left on the weird boy.
Okay. Iron Hail, Twin Heavy Icarus Stubber.
Yep. That.
Words. And the 2 Stormbolters will all be fired at the Gretchen.
Okay, yep.
The Fragstorm grenade launchers and the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon will all be fired at this unit of boys.
Yeah, okay. And because the lasers are closer to you, so unfortunately Grotschills can't help them this time around.
And the twin heavy bolters will also be fired at those boys.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then the heavy laser destroyer will be fired at Mr. Tickles.
Mr. Tickles, okay. Right, what are you going to do first? Split and fire?
Yeah, so we're going to do all the little guns first.
Okay.
So we'll do the...
So all the Iron Hail Stubber and the Icarus Iron Hail thingy into the Grots.
So,
hitting on 3s?
Hitting on 3s, yeah. On 3s.
Yep, winning on 3s. 5 6-ups. Nope, it's got them all, apart from 1. Okay, finishing off the last Grot with some Stormbolters.
2 hits.
2 hits. 3s to wound.
1 wound.
6 up. Yeah, got the squad. So heavy onslaught Gatling cannon into the boys up here.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Ugh.
Oh dear.
That's a
The
poor
gloom.
show.
That is a poor show.
It's the gloom of the cavern.
Gloom of the cavern, not quite seeing their targets through the smoke.
Strength 6.
Oh, freeze to win them.
Yeah. So that's 3 wounds, -1 AP.
3 wounds, -1, so 6s. You saves 1, so that's 2. Okay, we just about caught it in time. We forgot about the Pain Boy. So the Pain Boy is out of range with the Orc unit up here that's been taking casualties, but the Grots are in range. And on 6s, the Grot keeps the Doc keeps 3 Grots on his feet.
Brilliant. Storm grenade launchers.
Yeah.
Which are assault d6 each. So that's total 8 attacks.
Yeah.
3s. Ooh.
Okay, 5.
Strength
6.
4 though, so 5s to wound.
5s to wound.
So just a single wound to save and nil AP.
No, kill 1.
Yeah.
Okay, heavy bolters into the boys. Oh, that's a lot of guns on that tank.
Guns, yeah. It's a nice tank.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
That's
5
nice.
hits, wounding on 4s. So 3 saves to make at -1, sir.
So these are 6s again for the custom force field. No, another 3 gets slotted. Oh, taking a bit of a pounding. The big gun against Mr. Tickles.
Against Mr. Tickles, yeah. Now watch me with this.
So this is heavy.
This is the heavy laser destroyer. So equal on optics, give it +1 to hit, but we're firing through the industrial structure, so -1 to hit. So we're just on 3s to hit.
Okay.
We've got two shots to fire. Both hits. There we go. Right. So strength 12 plays toughness 7. So 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Yeah.
So 1 wound. I'm going to command point re-roll that.
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 wounds.
It's going to go straight through my armour.
So.
Oh, you got him, didn't you?
So that's maximum damage. 12 damage.
12 damage. It's a 1-shot kill on Mr. Tickles. Does he explode? Please don't. No, he just gets.
I love Mr. Tickles and I want to see Mr. Tickles succeed, just not against me.
No, fair enough. I want him to see him succeed. So far, he's done very little.
I've got a stronger imperative drive to see my repulsor executioner blow up enemy armour. So,
yeah,
I'm quite happy with that.
It's what it's designed for, isn't it? It's taking out enemy armour, and Orc armour is going to struggle against that gun.
I mean, my stress has dipped a bit now that the 4 power claws. 4 dread claws are off the table.
The dread claws could have been quite tasty against that. Never mind, it went to me. He just walked round the corner and goes, "What's going on here then?" and gets shot. Right. Mistakes were made in my deployment. I should have put my Pain Boy in between both. In fact, that was always my plan. In between both squads of boys, so I could try and keep them on their feet. But I unfortunately 3 inches away from that unit, so they've just been lit up a little bit. So I'm going to spend 2 command points on insane bravery on this squad, so they could automatically pass their morale. The Gretchen have got leadership 4. They took 7 casualties, so unless I roll a 1, they will break. No, they break. They've got combat attrition on them, so they're going to flee on 1s and 2s, but they're also cowardly, which means I add 1 to this. So they basically flee on 1, 2, or 3. So 2 flee, leaving 1 Grot wondering what's happened to all his mates. Okay, we would conclude the Dark Angels turn 1. Pretty good shooting turn considering this. It's not a massive gunline army, this. So, yeah. The Orks are going to have to get stuck in, as they're going to need to do. I've got to decide whether to declare a war. I don't think I will, but I'll have a little think about it. Otherwise, I'll leave it till next turn. As we go into Orks turn 1. Okay, here we are at the end of the Ork movement phase turn 1. I also rolled uneven ground on the dangerous cavern table, so unfortunately a little bit slower, not quite up at the board as I would like. Focus. So just a general advance really. Bonebreaker shuffle, grinding down. The truck went this way, and because they are truck boys, they can get out of the truck after the truck has moved. That's what they've done, and they're going to eye up a charge. Yes, I'm going to be flamed, but I think they could probably handle it, hopefully. Does mean it's an 8-inch charge as opposed to a 7-inch charge that it would have been, but never mind. Yeah, everything else just advancing up the table. Okay, so the Doc is going to try and heal the weird boy. On a 2-up, he heals 2 wounds. On a 1, he calls the mortal wound, but he doesn't. He does 2 wounds. So the weird boy's back to full health as he plucks the sniper rifle bullet out of him. Yeah. Right. Okay, we're into the psychic phase. The weird boy has lots of models around him, so he can actually cast 2 powers. His first power will be Warpath. There's no denial within range, so just see if it goes off. Warpath against the knobs. Or charge value of 6. Yeah, that's a 10, so that does go off. So the knobs have got +1 attack. And then he's going to do a cheeky smite, which will hit the tank. Charge value of 5, and that does go off on a 6, which then does D3 mortal wounds for 1 whole wound. Okay. Back across the board. Let's start with the Bonebreaker. The kill cannon's just about in range to the big white tank. That's heavy D6, and it fires once, and will only hit on a 5-up because he's an orc. Oh, it does hit. Strength 8, toughness 8.
Oh, sorry, what are we doing?
Sorry, this is the kill cannon.
Oh, right, sorry. I'd like to spend 1 CP on smoke screens.
Smoke screens?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, just checking the footage. I rolled a 6, so... oh, it's still there. So I did hit it, even though, despite the smoke screen. Yep. More luck than judgment. Wounding on 4, strength 8, toughness 8. And wounds.
Ooh. So we need a 5.
-2, flat 2.
Saves.
Pings off the armour. Right, so there are 4 big shooters in that. They are DACA 5/3. They're within 18 inches, so they're firing 5. So that's 20 dice. But I am hitting on 6s because of the cover. Getting 3 hits, freeze to wound, strength 5, toughness 4. Getting 2 AP dashes against you. And you've got your camo cloaks.
So they're on 2-ups.
2-ups. Yeah.
Saved.
So number 3, playing unyielding in the face of the foe on his aggressors when they were targeted by the sluggers from my boys. I got 3 hits. I'm wounding on 4s, and you have 1 AP dash to make.
These are toughness 5, these fellas.
Ah, they are toughness 5. I do not even wound you. Right. Okay, big shooter from the truck back up into the snipers. Let's see if they can keep their heads down. And it hits once because they are -1 to hit, and wounding on 3s doesn't wound. Okay, moving on. Let's not talk about what's happened so far because not much has happened. So the shock jump dragster is going to shoot at that. That's at -1 hit because of your smoke screen, but I'm firing through thing anyway, so that'll be a -1 in any event. So I'm hitting on 4s with the shock, and also the rockets are going to go into it. So the grey dice is the rocket. That's hitting on 6s because of the smoke screen, and it's not fired by the squig. Right, so that hits, and I might command point reroll that, I think, because that's... oh no, I'll save the command point reroll just in case I whiff the wound roll. So strength 8, toughness 8.
Yeah.
Fails, and then this is strength 8, toughness 8. That does succeed. Yeah, okay, I'll just take that. So
that's the energy.
That's yeah. So that's at -3 d6 damage.
Right, so that's a 6-up save.
Yeah.
Not.
D6 damage. I think I'll command point reroll that. 6. It's a good hit. It's a good hit. Okay, all weapons from the Megatrap scrap jet are going to go into the your annihilator weapons. So this is the rocket cannon, the heavy 3D3 shots. So that's 4, 5, 6 shots. But I'm only hitting on 6s, so let's not get too carried away. I get a hit though. And then the rockets, because I'm firing a vehicle, I get +1 to hit. So +1, -1. I'm hitting on 5s. That also hits. So I've got 2 strength 8s coming in.
+1, -1, -1.
Ooh, what did I roll? Was that a 6?
It was a 5, I thought.
Winning on 4s. I both get. They're both wounds, so that's -2, flat 2.
Crikey.
5s.
There's 1 made, 1 failed, so he's down to 7 wounds now.
Fine.
He's on his middle.
Oh, good. It's beginning to smoke a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I'll do all the small arms off camera because I won't do anything. Yeah, as predicted, the small arms doing nothing, and that concludes my shooting phase for your army. That's okay. I've put a dent in the tank, but other than that, that's it really. Actually, yeah, the rest of the army is undamaged. There is 1 charge to declare. Which will be the knobs into your aggressors, which you're probably going to want to overwatch.
I certainly am going to want to overwatch. I'm going to spend that CP, and it's going to be the second best spent CP of the game.
Yeah.
Well, for me anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Out of yours.
D6 auto is okay. Oh dear.
So
okay.
11,
I think 13, I'll take that.
14, 15, 19. That's
19.
That's not bad, really. Yeah, strength 4. So wounding on 5s.
5s, yeah. Tough old orcs.
That's not bad.
That's looking alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
7 wounds getting through. 4 up save for knob armor, and that's 5 wounds. So that's 2.5 dead. Okay, yes, 1 knob on a wound, leaving 4 remaining. This is an 8-inch charge. Yeah.
You can do it, I believe in you.
Yeah.
Do you get any goth bonus to charging?
You don't. I do have Here We Go, which is not quite as good as it used to be.
Okay.
You used to be able to re-roll any of your charge dice. Now you have to pick up all your dice if you want to re-roll it.
Oh.
So it's an 8-inch re-rollable charge. This is quite important, I think. And that's a snake eyes. So guess what? I'm Here We Going that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Come on.
That's better.
Oh,
7.
It doesn't.
So is it you need 8 or you need 7?
Hold on, let me get the tape measure out. Phew, that is in. I had to measure it. But yeah, so 7 will put me here, and then I will pile in 3 inches. These have lost the goth keyword, so they don't get +1 strength on the charge, but they still had Warpath cast on them. So they've got, these are the power claws. Normal attacks 3, +1 because of Warpath, but they are unwieldy, so they are hitting on 4s.
I'm going to have a real CP hungry couple of turns.
Okay. Oh, okay. I just asked number 3 if he wanted to do a transhuman, but no, let's not do it. So strength 10 with their power claws, hitting
5.
5, so I'm on 2s.
Gosh.
And that is -2. Yeah, -3, flat 2. 6 is the same.
This could all be over. That is not a single save. They're all dead. No, they're not. They're 3s, Gravis, guys. So
yeah, the knob with the big chopper is hitting on 3s, and he gets 3 hits. He's got strength 6, so wounding on 3s with his chopper. And only one -1 save, flat 2.
That's a 4 or dead. No, he makes it.
Still with it, and I've got 1 last knob with his chopper hitting on 3s, wounding on 4, strength 4, 5, toughness 5, 2 AP -1s.
How much damage does it do?
1 damage.
So I get +1. Oh, no, that was last phase. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So -1s.
-1. So
yeah, again, 2 4s or dead.
Come on, keep him in.
I'm going to command point. I feel silly now because I should have spent that command point on transhuman, but
yeah,
I just want to keep him in the game because he is going to have 5 attacks with power fists.
Oh yeah, he could smash them all back. Couldn't he?
I'm going to
give it a go. 4. Good luck.
No.
They get trampled.
Oh.
End of Ork turn 1. So that was quite good. That made me feel better. That charge from the truck boys. That's a good little thing, isn't it? Those truck
That is
boys.
good. That was good.
Probably kept me in the game, I think. Yeah, as we go into Dark Angels turn 2. Here we are at the end of the movement phase for the Dark Angels turn 2. Clearly there's been a general advance here. The Death Wing have got out of their vehicles. So have the Assault Intercessors, and then the this thing Impulsor. It's got fly keyboard, so it basically just hopped over everything. Unfortunately, and it's really quite unlucky for him, number 3 rolled Impenetrable Darkness, which basically means he can't fire at anything more than, was it 12 inches away. Yeah. Which really just knocked out all these units up here and doing anything this turn. So I hope that's not going to be completely game changing, but it is certainly going to.
What if it is? That's the game, isn't it?
It's the game, yeah.
It's you know, sometimes a static gun line at the back is not the best strategy, particularly when you're fighting in the unpredictable confines
of an Ork Rok. Yeah, bit blurred now. Yeah,
so I invite it.
Yeah. And then you spent 2 command points on your stratagem on your chaplain. So
he's disembarked from his transport.
Yeah.
Which means he's missed his chance to recite a litany in the command phase this turn. But commanding oratory for 2 command points means he can recite a litany. It's automatically inspiring.
Yeah.
And like normally it lasts until the next command phase. So he has he's reciting the Exhortation of Rage, which means that the Deathwing Blade Guards there get to add +1 to their wound rolls in the fight phase.
Awesome. They're going to go through those orcs quite nicely.
Yes.
Okay, right. So you are doing something in psychic phase?
Yeah, psychic phase. So first of all, we're going to cast Shrouding on the Eliminators. So that goes off on a 6. That is on.
Okay.
So Shrouding, so they cannot be targeted now unless they're the closest.
Okay.
Fine. And then the second thing is Tenebrous Curse, which is a 7.
Yep.
On the Bonebreaker, doesn't go off.
Doesn't go off. Okay. Right. Let's go into the shooting phase.
Intercessors.
Yeah.
They're going to fire. These 4 are going to fire their bolt pistols at these knobs.
Yep.
And the sergeant is going to fire his plasma pistol at the knobs.
Yep. Okay.
I'll do a red one with the plasma pistol. Mm-hmm. So we are hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the captain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bullshit. Right. 3 bolt pistols, strength 4, so 5 to wound. 1 wound at -1 AP.
5 up. Yeah, you kill that one wounded knob. All right. So this is the relic recovered from a fallen.
This is Atonement, the plasma pistol.
Yeah.
And fire at that truck.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So it's a pistol hitting on 2.
Yep.
It's a hit, strength 9, so
3 to wound. Yep.
It's a wound. I think it's -4 AP.
Okay, I won't get a save. I've got a 4 up, so just straight to damage. Yeah.
It's 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. 7 left.
It's going to fire its.
Okay, Stormbolt is into the last remaining direction.
We're 3s rerolling 1s.
Mm-hmm. You want him dead. He's got riddled.
3s to wound.
Yeah, 3s to wound. That's a dead Gretchen. Yeah, that Gretchen is riddled.
Right. And then the heavy star
into the truck.
Into the truck.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, reroll 1. That's 3 hits, strength 4, so 5 to wound. 1 save at -1.
5 up. No, okay. Chaplain into the orcs.
Strength 5, so 4 to wound. It wounds is -2 AP.
I got even the vulnerable shield. No,
that's just a flat 2 damage.
Well, unless I get double 6, that's going to slot an orc. No, okay, that's 1 dead. Okay, Blade Guard into this squad of
these are
boys.
3 ups.
Yeah.
They are 4, so 5s to wound. No, nothing. The intercessors will. Now hang on. With Stormbotters.
Okay, yeah, so they annihilated everything into the squad of orcs here, apart from the big main gun into the
Executioner.
Yeah.
I don't know what an Annihilator is, but.
I keep calling it Annihilator, don't I?
There probably is something called Annihilator. Certainly there's a Stormcast Turns unit in Sigmar called Annihilator. The massive, giant Stormcast guys with Annihilators.
Maybe because I think it just annihilates things.
It does annihilate things.
Yeah. Right, okay. But the big gun into the shock jump drag, so everything else you can try and clear that boy unit away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when I say everything else, I'm talking about. So we're going to do 2 Stormbolters first of all.
Yeah.
That's going to be 8 shots now for the range. So we are on 3 ups.
3 ups. Ooh.
Okay.
That gloom getting in your way again.
Yeah, it really is. 5 wounds. No wounds. Then
Fine, how heavy stubber? Equals 1. Right.
Yeah. So 5's to wound again. Oh, all right. 2 minus 1.
So 2 6-up force field saves. I'm not filming it. Fail 1. Is it double single damage?
6 and a 4. Yeah, single damage.
So
yeah.
Pain Boy. No, Dark. He's dead. Not the non-Icarus. I know.
The regular one.
Yeah. Hits 3 times.
Wounds on 5s. 1 wound at minus 1.
6 up again. No, it's another one dead. I'm not in range of the Pain Boy. I just double checked. Okay. Ooh. So sorry, what was that?
Yes, the frag storm launchers.
Into the boys again.
Okay, so these are so we're doing 8 attacks, hitting on 3s. Not great. 2 hits, 4 strength, so 5 to wound, 2 wounds, and minus 1 AP because we're on the tactical doctrine.
Yeah.
Assault weapons.
So this is the 6 up for the that's going to kill 2 more.
Strength 5, so these are going to be wounding on 4s. 3 wounds at minus 1.
Okay, so it's all 6 ups. And that's going to kill the squad because they're 2 damage. So you're going to still kill the knob with 2 wounds.
That's a shame actually because then the onslaught Gatling cannon is wasted and that is a heavy piece of kit, but never mind.
Never mind, yeah, that's a shame. Okay, I'm spending 2 command points on Cloud of Smoke on the Shock Jump Dragster. It's a speed freak vehicle, so basically it does a load of donuts to try and stop it getting shot at. a load of Cloud of Smoke come up, so it's minus 1 to hit. So
open or shut a valve somewhere and just belch a big cloud.
Yeah.
Oily, greasy soot out the front. Right, so we're 2 attacks. So we're hitting on 4s now.
4s now, yeah.
This could be costly. Yeah, 1 hit.
Yeah, command point reroll on that miss.
Oh! So yeah,
2's to wound. Yeah, it's going to go straight from an armor.
Minus 4, so damage is D3 plus 3, so it's 4. Damage.
4. He's got 4 left. The charge phase.
Okay.
Charges across the board.
Contemplating a multi-charge, but I think I won't. So the
So the Blade Guard veterans into the Orks and the War Boss. Good luck. No Overwatch. 5. That's probably enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get within an inch of him. All right.
We're good with that. Okay. Blade Guard Ancient into the boys as well.
That's
6. I think that's probably okay.
So I'm going to go in here.
Chaplain, this is a big one.
To charge the boys.
Yeah, 8. Quite right. He won't be left behind.
No, but the number of times.
Unsurprisingly, the captain into the knobs here. I mean, you want a good roll so you can get his aura up.
I want a good roll so I can get him sort of around them.
Yeah, I mean, even if you snake eyes it, I think that's Lynn. So yeah, everyone getting in there. Right, I'm having to have a little think about whether to heroically intervene, and which I think I will. The weird boy, I don't know. Actually, you get smacked back. They're not very tough, weird boys. Electing to select the captain first against the knobs. Had a bit of discussion off camera as to whether I might interrupt the war boss, which I probably will. But you think this is the right way forward?
I think this is the right way forward. I think I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit.
Righto.
So 6 attacks, hitting on.
So yeah, power fist, hitting on 3s because it's unwieldy.
That's 6.
Doesn't need that unwieldiness.
So strength 10.
2s. That's 2, and that's going to kill the squad quite comfortably. It's more than minus 3, isn't it, for a power fist? Or at least
no, power fist is different now. It's either.
Yeah, they've got 4 up saves, so that's 2 damage. So that kills the whole squad. I'm spending 2 command points to interrupt with the war boss. He's got 5 attack space, and he is hitting on 2s with his power claw just as well. It's non-unwieldy because it's a relic. He's now strength 12, so 2s to wound.
Except that rolls of 1, 2, and 3 always fail to wound on Deathwing.
That's quite right. So that's a single one. So that is 1 minus 4 save.
So Storm Shield on 4 up.
Yeah.
Invulnerable.
No, flat 3.
I'm going to command point reroll that storm shield.
Okay.
Oh! Right.
And then, okay, this is the ancient to see if that fallen warrior can attack.
So 4 up.
4 up. Yep.
Yes. So he makes a single attack with his weapon.
Yeah.
So he is using his masterwork power sword.
Yeah.
Which is so he's hitting on a 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hits. Now he is strength, so because they're within range of the aura. So he's strength 5 plus 1 to his wound roll. So he's wounding on a 3.
Yeah.
It wounds, and it's a minus 2.
Yeah.
AP.
How much damage?
2.
I'll see if I do double 6 it, you never know. No, okay, so that kills an orc?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so Brutal Not Cunning, every time an attack doesn't reach the inflict damage phase, I get to basically attack again after those attacks have concluded, as far as I can tell. So this is to roll to hit again, I'm hitting on 2s. And they all hit, and I'm wounding on 2s. And they all wound, so that's another 4. Oh no, sorry, the 2 doesn't wound. Yeah, my apologies.
So I've got 3 saves.
3 saves on the storm shield.
7 catch, 3 saves on the storm shield.
Yeah.
No.
Really.
Right, so we'll do 4 up on the Astartes banner.
Yeah.
He does not fight again.
This is how it ends. So the war boss has managed to claw down 2 of the Blagar veterans in his counter assault. So over to you for the rest of your charging.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Blagar veteran sergeant against the war boss. See if he can avenge
What's his toughness?
6. I'm afraid. He's a tough old goat. Can you reroll a 1 because of the captain?
Yeah, because of the captain, yeah. So that's 5 hits, wounding on 4s then.
4s. 3?
Yeah. At minus turf, minus 3 AP.
Okay, he has a hard as nails 5 up invulnerable. Make 1.
Failed 2, so that's 4 damage.
Oh, that could have been nice. That could have been a dead war boss if I'd failed that one. So, yeah, he's got 2 wounds left, I think. 2 wounds left from the war boss. That could have been nasty, couldn't it? Okay, so what's your chaplain doing?
Right, the chaplain.
Okay, this is against the boys, yeah? The chaplain?
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s. Yeah.
So they all hit. The Crozius is plus 2, so he's strength 6.
6 3s.
So 2s to wound because he gets his own.
Gets his own aura, yep. 2s, that's nice. Ah, double 1 there.
That's 3.
Okay, I don't get a save. Go straight from an armour.
They're not in the mech field.
No, it's only shooting. Only shooting. So, if I roll, this is the first set of 6 for each orc. If I roll another 6, no, they're all dead. 3 dead. Okay, this is the ancient.
But he's only 4, strength 4, so he's wounding on 4s.
4s because of the
litany.
Yeah.
That is a paltry 2 at no AP.
So 6 up. No, single damage.
Single damage.
So pain boy. No, it kills 2 still. Okay, so the boys that can fight. The weird boy's been placed outside engagement range, so he can't now engage. So this is the knob. He's going to smack the chaplain with his unwieldy power core. But he does get to add 1 to the hit roll, so he's back to freeze because of the war boss. And he misses twice. He's going to be strength 10, I think. Yeah, strength 10.
Blimey.
So he does definitely wound.
Yep.
1 minus 3.
So I'm on my Rosaris save of 4 up.
Yeah. Clangs off whatever that is.
Force field.
Force field, right. Okay.
Yep.
So 3 boys against the ancient. They're hitting on 2s because of the war boss. And will wound strength 4. Toughness 4.
Yep.
4's to wound. Oh dear. Only 1. 1 minus 1 save.
Okay. Saves on a 4 in that case. No.
Take a wound.
He starts with 5.
So, another 3 boys on this side are going to attack the last Bladeguard veteran. Again, 2s because of the war boss. Yep, they all hit. And strength 4s for 4s. That's a bit better. And that is 5 -1s.
Crikey.
Yeah.
His armor save is 3 up. The storm shield gives him +1 or 4 invulnerable.
Right. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to return to our natural.
So 3 up.
3 up.
Oh, no. Takes 3 wounds. Is
3
that
wounds. That is enough to kill him. So let's do the banner.
Yeah.
No. Oh, no. All right.
Okay. Well, that was a proper clash, wasn't it?
That was a disappointing show from the much vaunted Bladeguard veterans. I thought
the Orks lost 6 and their leadership is 7. I could play a stratagem to break heads, which means I'll do D3 mortal wounds against unit and they automatically pass.
But don't they ignore attrition?
Yeah, they do.
You can only lose 1, can't you?
They don't ignore attrition. They ignore the attrition.
Oh, they ignore modifiers.
Modifiers. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's a bit like that's what Space Marines do, didn't they? I can't remember.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. But no, I don't think it's worth 2 command points to be honest to break head. So this is a morale check for the boys. Oh, they love it. They're in their happy place. Okay, here we are at the end of movement phase for the Orks turn 2. Actually, not very much movement going on here. There's a bit of a logjam intentionally placed by the Dark Angels to stop the Bonebreaker getting into the action. I could have reversed the truck out of it and maybe brought the Bonebreaker in, but I've decided to try and bring it around here because I'm assuming they're going to grab the bomb and start moving it away from my forces. So this is trying to intercept it in many respects. Not much to be doing here. There's just a big old scrap, the Weird Boy coming ever so slightly around. At the end of my movement phase, the Pain Boy will try and heal the War Boss. On a 1, he's going to cause a mortal wound to him. On a 2 up, he get 2 wounds back. Ah! Stabbed in the back by his own Pain Boy. He's down to 1 wound.
Kill.
Yeah. This is gonna hurt you more. It's gonna hurt me. I'm glad to say. Right. I think if the War Boss survives, he might be having a word with the Doc later. So yeah. Oh no. Right. So he's down to 1 wound left on the. Right, okay, and yeah. Other than that, the shock jump dragster can't really fit too easy under that, so he's just shuffled a bit forward. And then this one has come round. How many wounds left? 7.
7, yeah.
It's not insurmountable, but
poor show.
I need another good shooting phase from my 2 buggies to see if I can destroy that tank. As we go into the psychic phase, now I've already counted up here. Not enough to get my 2nd power off, so I can only cast 1 this turn. Yeah, and I think it should probably be Warpath on the boys. Warp charge value of 6. Yeah, 6, goes off, so they've got +1 attack on the Ork Boy unit. So the Bonebreaker is going to put all his guns up onto the snipers up there. So this is the...
So we're -1 on shooting.
Yep. This is a heavy D6 for the big cannon. A kill cannon fires 4 times. Hitting on 6s because it's -1. Whoa!
Oh!
2 hits. Strength 8.
Yeah, that's a 2. Oh no.
2 wounds. It's -2, but you get cover, +1.
I don't get cover, I get camo cloak.
Camo cloak, sorry. Yeah.
So
it's -2 flat 2.
-2.
Okay, 4 up. Blast 1 off his perch.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the heavy shooters up at them because they're within half range. They're 5 dice each, but they hit on 6s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s, doesn't wound. Right guys, it just suddenly occurred to me that, again, I'm having some problems with my camera. I definitely need to get a new one. I think there's some issue with my SD card. But it's just occurred to me that I think a lot of what we've been doing, filming, has not been recorded, which is really frustrating. I think the last clip we had was my shooting phase in turn 2. And then from there, I went into the charge phase. I did ramming speed stratagem on the Bonebreaker, and that managed to slingshot all the way around this terrain piece. and managed to wipe out all of the intercessors on the charge.
It was very orky.
Very orky.
Did a handbrake turn, skidding around the inside of the building before
surprise.
Plowing.
Yeah. And what else has happened? I managed to get a charge in, long bomb charge in with the Mega Trap Scrapjet. That took 3 mortal wounds off the tank with its drill as it came in.
And then failed to
actually finish the last wound. Then in the fight phase, because defenders go first, the chaplain then heroically dispatched the war boss, but then the rest of the boys then took down the ancient, and I think the blade guard had already been dead, but and that was basically the end of my turn 2. Then in Dark Angels turn 3, the chaplain then withdrew from combat, took hold of the bomb, which is where he is now. The intercessors have sort of abseiled down to get close to him to support him. You've got a smite against the Bonebreaker.
A smite and a hit with the...
and a hit with your souped-up pistol. So it's only got 10 wounds left on the Bonebreaker. It has taken a bit of damage. And some more wounds been plinked off that with the guns. That's played a stratagem to fall out of combat and still shoot. Yeah.
So launch out of combat but still shoot. And then my firing gallery up here, despite having readjusted their optics to the darkness, completely missed everything, or at least failed to wound everything they fired at. So
that's basically a recap. I'm really sorry. Obviously, it's a bit frustrating from our perspective when you're doing all these recordings. It looks like it's recording, and then you can't play it. But there we go. I think I need a better phone. Is the upshot of it?
Well, one with a less tempestuous machine spirit.
Yeah, I obviously don't use the right oils and don't pray to the right god.
It's your truck with all these Xenos monstrosities.
Exactly, it rebels. It does rebel, doesn't it? And I think we got you. You were doing some.
We're partway through the guns on the tank now. I've run out of command points, so it's on its bottom wound table now. Having spent my last command points to grav pulse it out of combat. So far it has blown all but the last wound off the
Mega Trap
Scrapjet, and is working its way through. Is firing the onslaught Gatling cannon now. It's under heavy bolters. It's firing the onslaught Gatling cannon now at the Mega Trap Scrapjet.
Yeah, the shock jump dragster.
Shock jump dragster.
Yeah.
Oh, and all the other small guns are going to be firing the boys
into the boys,
which
we haven't done yet.
So we're going to do the onslaught Gatling cannon now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're hitting on 5s.
5.
This beauty.
Okay. That's not too bad spread of hits. Yeah.
Okay. So then it's we're rolling ones as well.
We're rolling ones because of the captain.
Because of the captain. Keep forgetting him. So now we are strength. I want to say strength 6 actually. Sorry.
It'd still be 5s. So I've got toughness 6.
Strength 6.
So that was strength 6. 2 wounds at -1 have come through. So 5 up saves. Fail both. How much damage? It's dead. It's only got 2.
Is it ramshackle?
It is ramshackle. Yeah, it does. So it's only got 2 wounds left. So you can heal it anyway. Does it blow up?
What does ramshackle do?
-1 damage if it's strength 7 or less.
Oh, right.
But it only had 2 wounds left anyway.
Yeah,
so,
and they're 1 each, so yeah.
Okay. Does it blow up?
Yes, it does.
It does blow up. Now, hold on a second. I'm spending command point on Careen, which basically means I can move 6 inches. Oh, hold on. Can I? And so it gets to there before exploding. Yeah, so it then does D3 mortal wounds against the tank. And it's only got 1 left, so it does 3 anyway.
Right, let's see if that explodes,
Let's see if that explodes, yeah. No, just gets taken out.
Can you imagine? That would have been brilliant. If
that would have... it just takes out the bomb. It probably...
Definitely only a 6. Yeah, it is only a 6.
I actually, had that blown up and destroyed your chaplain carrying a bomb, I would have declared that a Space Marine victory, because that would have been ignited. That then would have ignited the bomb and taken out the rock. Yeah. But there we go.
No, it doesn't blow up. The growing orc scrap.
Yeah, so the Space Marine the captain has just charged the Bonebreaker. He's going to do what the sergeant didn't quite do: leap off the Bonebreaker ram and smack the cockpit with his power fist.
He's just going to grab it by the roller and just just lob it.
Just lob it.
Right.
I'm not going to Overwatch. Any other charges?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit tempted to ram the...
Okay, so that's the only charge. So the captain is hitting the Bonebreaker on 2.
So we're hitting on... Well, now it's 3s because of the bloody...
unwieldiness of it.
Oh my goodness. Right, okay, so that's 4 hits. He's strength 10, so we're hitting on 3s. Oh,
only 2.
2 wounds at minus... now, so we're on assault phase, so minus 4.
Straight through them.
So there's 4 damage for what it's
4
worth.
damage.
Oh no.
6 left. Okay, Bonebreaker on middle bracket has D6 attacks. For 2. Oh yeah. But it does always hit on 2s. So I get 1. And strength 9, so 2 to wound. Does wound. Minus 2 flat 2.
So we're on a 4-up Iron Halo save.
Yep.
Doesn't make.
So take 2 damage.
I think he starts on 6, so...
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. That's the end of...
No morale, is there?
No, I don't think so. Oh, well done. My Orcs lost 3 this turn. So leadership 7.
Okay.
I've already done Insane Bravery, so I'm just going to have to roll. And they hold.
Cool.
Okay, let's go into Orc turn 3. Okay, here we are at the end of the movement phase for Orc turn 3. It's a proper scrum in the middle, as we knew it would be with this mission. The Orcs want their bomb back, and that's what they're going to try and do this turn. So, just everyone running towards the chaplain, really. The Meganobs have got out. They've had to sort of... It's quite difficult to remain within 3 inches of your transport vehicle when you're so big. So they've had to sort of Congo line out a little bit. But they should hopefully try and eye up a charge against the captain. And yeah, the York truck not really sort of doing very much other than just staying there. Let's go into the psychic phase. The weird boy can only cast 1 because he's not got so many boys around him. They've all been dead. So he's going to smite your chaplain, I think. And he does. And you can't... Out of denial range. So D for more wounds. Free to get through, isn't it? Yeah, that's got him.
Outrage.
And he drops the bomb. Okay, these are the big shooters from the Bonebreaker into the captain, hitting on 5s. Freeze to wound. And that is 3 AP dashes.
Yep.
Yep, the Holy Power Armour holds firm. And that's going to be the end of my shooting phase. So, charging. Weird Boy and the boys are going to charge your intercessors up there, I think.
Okay. I don't know, what's it?
Command points?
I've got no command points with which to do Overwatch, so I'm just going to use the defensible trait of the terrain to
+1 hit.
Stand firm.
Stand firm. Well remembered. In fact, if it was in my power, I'd give you a command point for remembering that rule, because I never remember defensible.
It might be called stand firm. Stand firm might be the Overwatch one.
Yeah,
it's called
stand 2 or something. I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the truck into your
oh, are you?
Yeah, thingy. Just stop you shooting at the boys.
All right.
And then the Meganobs are going to go into your captain. So, well, unless I Snake Eyes and Meganobs, I think I'm going to be in. Yeah, they're definitely in. This is the Weird Boy. Yeah, in on the 9, and these are the boys. 6. I think that's going to be fine. So the bomb is dropped. Oh my goodness. So, let's go into the shooting phase. So there's a load of pistols I'll do off camera against the Marines up there. Okay, all the small arms doing nothing. The Megatrat Scrapjet will put everything into these intercessors. So they are blast weapons, but you're 5 or less, so it doesn't matter. So 3d3 rocket hits, or shots I should say, so 3, 4, 5, 6. And +1 for the wing missiles, and then they're hitting on 6s because of the cover. Getting 1 hit, wounding on 2s. No! And then Okay, and then the big shooters are going to fire. The blue dice are the ones fired by the Gretchen tail gunner. They're hitting on 5s. The other dice hitting on 6s. So I get 1 hit, winning on 3s. AP dash for one of the intercessors.
3 up. Yep.
Yep. And I think that's it for shooting, because everything else is in... Oh, hold on. The Bonebreaker can fire his non-blast weapons in combat.
Indeed you do.
So I do everything against your captain.
Oh.
Okay, and the knob in the boys mob has picked up the bomb. It's now in the hands of the orcs. And that's it. So no Overwatch. So I'm just gonna I'll do the... Do you know, I'm gonna do the weird boy first. You can't interrupt anyway, can you, actually?
No.
So I'll do... Okay. Okay, weird boy hitting on 3s with 3 attacks, and he hits 3 times. Strength 8, in fact 4 times because he's a goth. And we'll wound on 2s. And that's 3 minus 1, say, sir.
Crikey. 4s.
Oh, they all hold. Right. So I reckon I've got the knob and 3 orcs. That within the in half inch. I'll do the knob first. He's got 3 attacks, and he's hitting on 4s with his power claw. Triple 1. He trips.
You watch now as this basic squad of 5 Marines who've been doing pretty much nothing all game are going to suddenly just rescue. They're going to save the day.
They're going to save the day for you. Yeah. Well, in this knob's defence, he just picked up the bomb, so maybe he had other things on his mind.
He's being a bit careful not to
accidentally
bang them around the face with the bomb and blow up the whole chamber. Yeah, fair enough.
So, okay, so the 3 boys have 9 attacks, and they're hitting on 3s, and there are a couple of stop mucking about goth hits. So that's 11 out of 9. 10 out of 9 hits. Whoops.
Crikey.
Wounding on 4s. Not so good on the wound roll. In fact, wounding on 3s, because hold on. What's that goth trait? Yeah, orcs, goths on the charge get +1 to their strength characteristic. So that's wounding on 3s, in fact. So that is 6 minus 1 saves.
Ooh. 4s then. Oh no! 3 go through. That's 1 dead, 1 wounded.
1 dead, 1 wounded. Yep. Right. Okay. Now the Mega Knob with the 2 swords has got 3 attacks base +1 because he's got more than 1 saw, and he's hitting on 4s because it's an unwieldy saw against your captain, and he hits twice but gets a smacker. So that is actually 3 hits. He's winning on 2s times 2 strength, and that is 3 minus 4 saves.
Blimey. So he's on his 4 up. Oh dear.
Have you got your not got command points, have you? 4 wounds, 2d3. Ah! But there's an orc behind him. I know. In fact, he's got 2 power swords. I should have done them together. So this is the second orc. I'm just prolonging the excitement.
Drawing out the drama.
Exactly. So hitting on 4s because it's unwieldy. Wounding on 2s. No smackers this time. 2 more saves to make.
4 up. Makes 1, fails the other. Right. Let's roll a 1, sir.
1 or 2 and he survives.
No.
Oh,
end.
Just about does enough. Okay, the truck actually managing to do a wound against the...
He's made me look up the Impulse's stat line.
Yeah. But I don't think that's going to make a huge amount of difference.
It's a non-combat vehicle.
Yeah, you got some attacks back with your intercessors.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
They've consolidated into combat. This is the intercessors, and they're hitting the boys, are they?
Are they going to hit just the boys, or are they going to also try and sort? No, we're just going to let's sort these boys out.
Yeah,
let's just focus
sort them out. They might foul them around, drop the bombs. Oh my goodness! Oh no!
See, I want that captain back.
That could have been a lot better because you only killed 3 of those boys because
Yeah.
you didn't get too many hits. That could have been, but there we go. They can still fail their morale. So
Well, why don't you go ahead and see if they do that?
let's see if I can do that.
Now.
It's the end of the turn. Leadership 7.
No, that's all right.
So 1. They are very much in a happy
They're
place.
all good. They're all
Okay, and that's the end of Dark Angels turn 3.
good. No, that's the end of Ork turn 3.
Orc turn 3. I'm a bit combobulated. Yeah, as we go into Dark Angels turn 4.
Yes.
Impenetrable gloom happening again, which is really hurting. Can't shoot anything more than 12 inches away.
So the bone breaker is the only target for my shooters up here.
Yeah.
But that's fine. That's fine. I've got 1 CP. I'll probably just end up burning on a reroll at this rate.
Yeah.
But we're going to do psychic. We're going to smite the bone breaker.
Smite the bone breaker. Yep.
That's super smite. Oh no, it's
not quite. Almost a super
smite. But it's a smite.
It's a D3.
So that's 3 smite damage.
So it is got 3 left. You could definitely do it. Okay, shrouding on the eliminators.
Shrouding on the 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Right, shooting. Well, let's just do the heavy intercessors. So I'll start with the heavy execution bolter. 2 shots hitting on 2s, both miss.
Snake eyes.
And then the others, that's a bit more like it. Hitting on 2 strength, 5. So 5 wounds. So 2 wounds, -2 saving throw.
-2, so 5s. Take 1, fail 1. Single damage?
I think they're 2 each.
Yeah, flat 2 damage coming in, but because of ramshackle, it is just 1. So it's got 2 wounds left.
Okay, we'll do the someone at the door.
Okay, Libby into the Banebreaker hit.
Wounds on a 6. Yay!
Yay!
It's -1 because it's the assault.
Yeah.
Right, it's 1 damage.
It's down to 1.
Right, okay. Let's finish this with the eliminators.
Okay.
I think we're going to do mortis rounds. So we're going to hit on a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to wound on a 5. Strength 5. Only 1 wound, but it does a mortal.
Which is enough.
Right, that's enough to pop it.
That's enough to pop it. Does it blow? No.
What a letdown.
From the intercessors into the boys. Hit on 3s.
On 2s, technically.
2s?
Yeah, because they remained stationary.
Stationary, yeah. Okay, 4 hits.
5s to wound. 2 at -1.
2 dead. I need a boss. I need a guy with the bomb. Yeah, so let's do the boss knob. With the bomb, he's going to be hitting on 4s. Hits twice. He'll be wounding on 2s. Wounds twice, and that's a -3.
Yikes. 1 saved, and he's finished off the wounded one.
Really, that's not so bad. Now, you can't interrupt, can you? So I'll go straight onto the weird boy.
No, because then it's my turn to fight.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
Alternate.
With no one's charge, yeah. It just so rarely gets to that stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so your attack's back.
So we're going to do. This is hitting on 3s.
This is the Sergeant and the Boss knob, is it?
No, this is the Marines.
Marines against the weird boy. Okay, hit on 3s. Oh, it'll hit.
They hit.
Toughness 5.
Only wound on 5.
Yeah.
That's 2 wounds at -2.
That's 2 wounds then. I think he's got 2 left.
At -2.
Okay, 1 wound getting through to the knob. -2. Oh, you can only get a save, so that's.
But he's got 2 wounds, has he?
He's got 2 wounds.
Oh, still got 1 left.
He's got 1 left, unfortunately. Yeah.
Didn't I? Oh, I've made so many bad decisions this turn. Do you know what my first mistake was? I should have used the guerrilla combat stratagem to take the snipers off the board, and then in the final turn I could deep strike them.
Deep strike them again in. Yeah, just a little bit of extra support, yeah.
If only I'd thought of that. Never mind.
No, I don't know too much about Space Marines to sort of.
Well, nor do I. Despite them being my main army,
Yeah.
I think I play the game 3 times a year. So
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. No, anyway. Right. So where are we? So
That's
is
the
my
end
turn.
of combat. So
That is the end of combat on turn. No. So now you
got a truck.
Is your weird boy 4?
Yeah.
No, he isn't. The boss not
Isn't
4.
he?
Then
Oh no,
yeah,
you're right.
Now
Sorry.
the weird boy comes. Now you can just. It's only fighting now.
Now the weird boy. Yeah.
And then the
So.
Oh well, the weird boy. Sorry, the weird boy also.
Yeah, I'll do the weird boy. So I've only hit once, but he is a goth, so it's hit twice.
Mm-hmm.
Wounding on 2s. That's a bit cocked. Yeah, 2 -1s.
4s.
Oh no. D3.
No.
So first kills
Yeah.
1, second one kills 2. Just a sergeant left. Oh dear.
Bad times.
Okay, and then you get your impulsor back to my truck.
Pulsar gets MVP for
Yeah. They're just grinding away at each other.
Yeah.
Who's the best transport vehicle on this table? Right, well, these boys still lost 2, so I could still fail a morale test here.
and I could fail that intercessor as well.
So I'll do mine first. So I don't want a 5 or a 6. Ooh, he's old. And then your intercessor.
I've lost 3 now. He's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
It's a bloody game, isn't it? That pile in the middle was just brutal. So it's turn 4 for the Orks, and I've just finished my move phase. Not much really happening in the Orks. Meganov has shuffled up to start towards those humans who keep firing it down there. Everything else has pretty much stayed in combat, apart from the Knob with the bomb has started. He fell out of combat and is beginning to try and get it out of the way of the Space Marines. And then these guys are going to probably charge the impulsor. So on to the psychic phase. I'm going to smite the sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just about goes off.
Is it a 5? Oh, yeah,
5, yeah. D3 mortal wounds. Yeah, it does kill him.
Done.
So I managed to get a few rocket hits against these guys up here. -2, but +1 to the cover.
I don't get +1 for cover.
Oh, you don't? No.
Yeah, it's not the only one like everything.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're on 5 ups then.
5 ups.
Oh no!
That's 2 damage.
They do.
2 damage. So that's
So
going
they
to kill.
got 3 wounds each. So
it kills 1.
Oh,
Just
yes,
kills 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Not so bad.
I was thinking D3 for some reason.
Yeah, and that's the end of my shooting phase. Yeah. So charging.
Hasn't got any guns on it?
Oh yeah.
Can you reach? Yep.
AP dash on one of these guys. Yeah. So just only the heavy shooters are in range of the heavy intercessors. Okay. Charges. The pain boy and the. I might as well send the big mech in as well. We'll charge this impulsor. That's it really, I think. Oh no, the pain boy might as well go in. And yeah. Bundle.
I'll laugh when it blows up and just wipes them all.
Yeah, pain boy. Oops.
You could jump on the back and knock on the door.
Yeah, get me in. The mech is going to inspect it to see if it's got.
He's going to start looting it right now.
Yeah,
Won't wait for it to be destroyed.
No.
Just start cutting bits off.
Start cutting bits off. There we
Flame
go.
cutter.
Okay, I'll do the pain boy first because he's actually got a power claw. Okay, 4 attacks, and he's hitting on 4s because he's unwieldy power claw. So he hits twice, but they are 2. Basically, hits 4 times because he's a goth, and he's wounding on 3, strength 10. Oh dear,
that's a beautiful roll.
That's a beautiful roll. He doesn't. Aha!
I like that a lot.
He's also got a hurty syringe, which hits on a 3.
A hurty syringe.
Hurty syringe, but because you're a vehicle keyword, it only wounds you on a 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love stuff like that. A hurty syringe.
Right, the big mech. It doesn't really. He's only got a chopper, so he's probably not going to do much. He's going to hit on 3s, but he hits 4 times because he's a goth, and then wounds on 5, strength 5. Oh, 2 -1 saves.
Right, let's get 4s then, shall we? 1 4, 1 and 3.
Take a wound.
I will take a wound.
And then the weird boy Weird boy, 3 attacks. Hits twice, strength 8.
No reason.
1 -1 save.
Right. That's a 4. It's not a 4. How much damage?
D3 for 3.
Oh no!
Wounds caused, and that is the end of Orc turn 4.
That was a quick turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, turn 5 for
I feel
Dark
like
Angels.
this turn is going to depend entirely on what I roll for the cavern effect.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Should we see? Can we have a drum roll? Can you have a drum roll over the video?
Yeah, yeah. rather than me trying to knock like this, like a drum roll,
yeah.
Okay, I'll see if I can find a drum roll.
Do you know what I could really do with a 6 right now? That'd be nice. 4.
4.
Do you know what? I'll accept that. I think that's just my. But that is a downside better than you can't shoot at all.
Yeah. So you're going to try and drop the orc with the bomb with a sniper shot.
I don't know how well that's going to go. Yeah. So let's.
So you're spending your 2 CPs on grab pulse to get yourself out of combat. Interesting. So your impulsor's gone onto the top of that orc building, and you're now going to be smiting the knobs.
Smite the knobs.
Okay. Yep, goes off. I'll try and deny it because I've got 1 denial.
8 to beat.
8 to beat.
Oh!
Shuts that down.
Very good. All right, and then I'll do the Tenebrous Curse on the Mega Knobs.
Okie dokie.
This is a 7.
Yep.
Yeah, that goes off. So it's 1 mortal wound, and their movement and charges and advances are all halved.
Okay. Storm bolters are going into the knob with the bomb.
So we're going to hit on 3s.
Yeah.
We're going to wound on 5s.
4. So you strength 5 times 5?
No, storm bolters are only 4.
Oh, storm bolts. Sorry, I thought it was heavy bolt.
So wound on 5. So a single wound with no AP. So does he get the benefit?
He gets the 6 up invulnerable. No, that kills him unless the pain boy keeps him alive.
I've done that in the wrong order, haven't I? Oh well.
Oh.
You live and learn.
That definitely is within 3, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and then the Icarus Bolter Hail Storm Stubber.
Yeah. Into the Megatron Scrapjet.
3 hits.
3 hits. Toughness 6.
No wounds.
No wounds. Okay.
I was wasted 2 combos. Well, actually, it wasn't, because more importantly, it's cleared the shot for the others.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they can actually hit, that is. Can't believe.
Okay, so you spit and fire 1 sniper against the mech.
Goes wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay. And he misses.
Anyway, 1 on the boss knob. Hits. Wounds. 1 save at -2. So
I've got my 6. No.
Wounds. Can the doc save him?
Is it a 1 wound, is it?
So, no, it's 2, sorry.
Oh, I need double 6. No, he's dropped.
He really has dropped the bombs.
He really has dropped the bomb, and that is... Got him. Okay, I think it's probably unlikely you're going to stop the orcs getting the bomb, so you're now putting all your... It's
a mathematical input. Well, unless I blow that up and it happens to kill these 2.
Yeah.
It's only a 3-inch.
Actually, yeah, you could blow up vehicles. It's a 3-inch explosion. I can't remember about the truck. That might be a D6.
It might be. It's highly unlikely, but I might as well try it because it's the only way I can not lose.
Okay.
Because
good luck. So you're spitting fire.
2 rifles,
2 rifles
on the mech,
into the mech. Okay.
So hitting on 2s.
Not the best starts.
No. Wounding on 4. No. Okay. And then 1 rifle on that. So hitting on 2.
Yeah.
Wounding on 5. No. And then the heavy on that. Hit. Wound on 5. No, nothing.
No.
That's all, folks.
That's it. Okay. Well, in that case, there's probably not much more to do. At the end of the Orcs turn 5, the Ulgos Steel Boots has reclaimed his own invention. This is what he's constructed. He just left it lying around. He probably dropped it out of a chute, and he's now going to basically see if he can drop it on some Humies' heads later on in the war. But at this point, I think the Dark Angels have conceded that they cannot get this bomb, and so this rock will continue to hurl towards the Imperial planet. But all is not lost. I'm sure there'll be a plan B. The Warriors of the Lion, will always have a plan B, won't they? They'll probably just have to saturate bomb the plane.
Well,
capital weapons in it instead of
exterminators.
Yes, exactly.
We can't save the planet, but we can still wipe out the orcs.
Exactly. So there'll be a plan B for the Imperium, but it will be an orc victory. They have managed to get their gubbins, their shiny gubbins back, well, that was a really interesting game. Really enjoyed it. Hope you did. Number 3.
Yeah. It was very hard fought, wasn't it?
It was, and there are a number of things thinking about it in my favour. When you've got a single objective, it allows the orcs just to go straight in there, because if you had 6 objectives on the table, you've got to divide your forces a little bit, and it becomes a little bit.
Yeah, but I'd run out of units.
Yeah.
That suited me as well, to be honest. Yeah. I just I was
these unfortunately didn't quite sing for you up here, did they?
Didn't.
I thought they'd do. They
were rubbish.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, I tend to think of these too much as a heavy shooting unit, and they're not really. They're really just an anti-heavy infantry shooting unit.
Yeah.
So I think next time I ought to maybe make sure I roster in some Hellblasters or some Eradicators. Something with a genuinely big gun, some more of those strength 6, 7, 8 guns.
Yeah. Start really hammering the Meganauts. That spell to slow them down is quite useful, isn't it? And then
if we had more and more turns to play for, that spell to slow them down would have been quite telling.
Yeah.
I think. But I mean, putting these in the corner here was a risky, and it didn't turn out that well, because they were very hard for the orcs to touch.
Yeah,
but they're actually surprisingly limited in what they could shoot at.
Yeah,
because I got 2 turns of the.
From turn 1, I pretty much said to myself, "I'm going to have to ignore them. I'm just going to have to. I'm just going to have to take. I'm not going to get up there. I'm not going to be able to shoot them off the perch, because it's going to be quite difficult anyway. No. So I only managed to kill one.
Can you imagine if that was a group of Hellblasters?
Yeah.
That would have been a real problem.
That would have been a real problem for me.
This is a lesson to learn for me.
But yeah, it's I think mistakes. I've made a few mistakes myself. I obviously didn't declare a war in this game. Maybe because this bomb works on war energy. Maybe it would have been too dangerous. It start declaring a war in this cavern. And
that's the only explanation.
But other than that, I think it was okay. I think the game changing bit was the bone break coming around the back.
That was just astonishing. I felt very smug about just parking.
Yeah,
my metal box there and just blocking up the highway.
Yeah,
but then to see this thing just screeching around
there, and
man,
while you had some intercessors, there's always a chance you could have grabbed it, piled into your tank, and then flown off.
I could not believe how quickly my centre just collapsed.
I think if I'd have been Bad Moons or some, I think Goths really helped as well, actually.
No messing about.
Yeah,
came up a lot, didn't it? They really did work for you.
Did work. So I think Goths. I think it's one of the strongest clan traits. I think the Goth one, and when you're playing an orc army and you really want to get stuck in, it's a pretty good clan trait to have. I have to say. But I like to do the changes. So I haven't been Bad Moons yet. So I might start thinking about having a bit more of a shooty orc army next, and seeing if I can, be a bit more shooty with the Bad Moon clan trait. But there we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. The scenery was from TT Combat. This stuff, the orc stuff, and the the more gantry sort of stuff is all from TT Combat.
I've really enjoyed this scenery in this game, actually.
Thanks, mate. Yeah,
it's fun to look at.
Hopefully,
when I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
finding new little bits everywhere.
I was inspired by a computer game Space Marine. There's a part of it when you go into an Ork Rok. In fact, I think an Ork Rok had crashed on the planet, and it had buried itself in an Imperial gun emplacement, and you kind of get into the gun emplacement by going through the rock, and it just I just thought this kind of also I had in my mind a scene from The Hobbit, Goblin Town.
Oh yes.
Down, down, down in Goblin Town.
Yeah.
You know, so a big cavern full of like, you know, lots of vehicles and that kind of and buildings. But yeah. So you know, I want to get some more scenery because I want to make things look interesting on the battlefield. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed that. The game app before I forget is from gameapp.eu. Obviously all this stuff is from Games Workshop at Miniatures. Yeah, and that's how the dice fall in Drop Dice Gaming. I love my sign off. Well, I don't love it. I think it's cheesy, but you know.
But that's the joy of it.
But that's the joy of it, isn't it? Yeah, exactly.
Cheese is the name of the game.
Yeah, if you like the video, obviously like, subscribe, and all that stuff. It helps on YouTube and that kind of thing. All right. Till next time. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Bye.